The arresting officer is going to read your rights. You have the right to remain silent and to refuse to answer questions. Do you understand? I don't understand anything. Anything you do say may be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand? I don't understand anything. You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police and have an attorney present during any questioning now or in the future. Do you understand? I don't understand anything. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you without cost. Do you understand? I do not understand. If you do not have an attorney available, you have the right to remain silent until you have had an opportunity to consult with them. Do you understand? I do not understand. Now that I have advised you of your rights, are you willing to ask questions? No.
The more I say no, the more she say yes. The more that I know, the more I say less. The more that I grow, the more that they test. I know, but the more that I know, the more I say less. Surrounded by no dreams and bad habits. The happenings are not mastering my mathematics. You heard what happened to homie, yeah, well that's tragic. 8 out of 10 of us savages, yeah that's average. The aftermath, mad drastic. So talk shit and actually get your ass kicked. I'm that classic. I'm like the father to these rap bags.
Are you sick of having issues with your web?
My youngin' caught a homie, I ain't seen him since. Headed home, on my op block, never have to fence. I just finger fuck the clock, it's forever fuck the cops. Acting tough or get you shot, flinching now to get you popped. Wait, I sue me, catch a body, better make it home. Half a prick in a pot, watch you bring it home. The over half that couldn't fit, I ain't staying long. I need 2 cars, gotta make it home. Today a nigga woke up broke, yesterday I lost the grip. This verse is on the set, next one gon' cost a brick. Copper go and suck a dick, this waiter I ain't saying shit. Seen you on the island, you was frontin', you ain't banging shit. Just cause you wearing all that blue, that shit don't make you crit. I seen killers turn to bitches like, killers turn to stitches like. Niggas in the shoe with no visit, missing Christmas like. I need a new Bugatti, mama, need like 2 Ducatis, mama. That pussy feeling wacky, mama, I just want the comments, mama. I just popped another B, she jumped right out her body, mama. Fuck that bitch about a Prada, wait, now with nada. Symphony and Caridad, together eating Tatiana. My youngin' caught a homie, I ain't seen him since. Headed home, on my op block, never have to fence. I just finger fuck the clock, it's forever fuck the cops. Acting tough and get you shot, flinching now to get you popped. Wait, I sue me, catch a body, better make it home. Half a brick in a pot, watch you bring it home. The over half that couldn't fit, I ain't staying long. Gotta make it home.
I told my niggas I go viral, they go viral with me. Love a nigga, hate a nigga, I been too cingy. I wonder what they got against me. Pretty bitch, this Givenchy, bitch, it's not your Vinci. And I just want the commas. Choppers for your mama, I'm too rich, it's like the Dalai Lama. I like my pussy doubled up, jumping in that bitch, it's like it's double dutch. Damn. These niggas pussy, but I'm Cobra clutch. Pop another bean and then I sobered up. Yeah. You getting money, nigga, open up. My teeth, you just touched down, your wallet steady holding up. I just drop a check on my chase, this shit ain't frozen up. I just put a chain on my neck, this shit is frozen up. And all you niggas pussy. Nigga, I'm a veteran, ain't fucking with no rookie, nigga.
My youngin' caught a homie, I ain't seen him since. Headed home, on my op block, never have to fence. I just finger fuck the Glock, it's forever fuck the cops. Acting tough and get you shot, flinching now to get you popped. Wait, I sue me, catch a body, better make it home. Half a brick in a pot, watch you bring it home. The over half that couldn't fit, I ain't staying long. Gotta make it home.
Salute to the chat, salute to the chat, salute to the chat. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone had a good and pleasant weekend. Thanks for being here today. Today we have another episode of my series called Real Interviews. The purpose of this series is to talk to intriguing and polarizing figures across YouTube and beyond, focusing in and on everything that makes them the individual that they are. Chat rules. Everyone welcome, no exceptions. Feel free to express yourself, but no heavy trolling. Mods, please do not block or time someone out because of their name or history. But please manage the behavior in the chat. No blocking at all. 5-minute timeouts maximum so that the individual can return if they like and enjoy the rest of the show. Today's guest will be protected by Jai Ace, New York Nikki, Trooper 69, and the Gift and the Curse podcast, aka Big Killer from Brooklyn. We are streaming from 3 platforms today. Today I have a very special guest. I remember hearing his name around as a kid. I don't remember the conversation vividly, but the name I never forgot. When I got here to YouTube a little more than a year ago, I started hearing his name again. I wasn't sure if it was the same guy I was hearing about as a youngin'. That resulted in me doing some follow-up and my due diligence. And lo and behold, it was the same man. Last month, I reached out to this special person for an interview. Wasn't sure what his response was going to be. He hit me back almost immediately and agreed to the content offer. Originally, we were supposed to get it done 2 weeks ago, but some things came up and we had to reschedule. I feel beyond blessed and fortunate to have him here on my platform. I'm just a little YouTuber in my 2nd year of operation, and I wasn't sure if my channel would be attractive enough or big enough for him to want to share some of his life with us on. Initially, when I extended out to him, I wasn't sure how to be taken or even considered. But my mother always taught me that the biggest risk in life is not taking any risks at all. She always told me that nothing beats a try. Well, Mama was right. Thank you, my angel. So I did exactly that, and he received me very well. He stated that he's been paying attention to me and that I got some valuable cosigns from Jai Ace, Smitty, Sunny Winners, and China Brim. I met this man in the flesh Friday night, and one of the first things he told me was he supports me, stay focused, keep away from the mess, and continue working. He said if I could do that, then I'm well on my way. I trust his projection, and I know he's right. This man has been around a very long time. He has seen people come and go. He has seen people heat up and flame out. He has seen people with limitless potential that just couldn't stay out their own way. He has seen people with star power and big screen qualities self-sabotage and make decisions that were harmful and counterproductive. When I met him, he seemed very sincere, authentic, transparent, and straightforward. This man has been all over, from the smallest platforms on YouTube to Queen's Flip, to Fox 5 News, to Hot 97. Everyone I've spoken to says that this man didn't need blood. Blood needed him. They say this man was an original gangster before the formulation of gangs in New York. This man tells his story without glorifying it. You don't have to be a gangster to be fascinated with the culture. I love these interviews. It gives us insight, understanding, and opportunity to learn more. This man was once part of the problem. Now he's part of the solution. Now he's an author, public speaker, and youth advocate. He's an asset to society, and he's giving back in ways that some can't. This man shares his story openly as a historian, activist, and pioneer. There's no history without his story. Please help me welcome to the stage the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Soul B. Yo, Soul B.
Salute, salute. You see me?
Yeah, I see you. I see you, big dog. I see you. How you, bro?
I'm great, beloved. I'm great. I woke up this morning.
Amen. Yo, type of one in the chat if y'all hear Soul B good. Because I hear him, but you seem a little far away from the mic, Mr. Soul B.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, man. Yo, salute, man. How was your weekend, bro?
Oh, it was great, man. Enjoyed myself. I'm trying to get my hat straight. into this. It's kind of tilted, thinking, you know, I'm folk of people is all these, you know how these young brothers is. Yo, we should tilt it to the right. Yo, folk.
Yeah, right. They want everything to be immaculate.
You feel me?
Nah, that's a fact. All right, yo, So B, Mr. So B, let's get right into it, big brother.
Let's go.
Yo, So B, where you from?
What do you mean?
Where you from geographically in New York?
Oh, where I'm from? Well, you know, I was born in Crown Heights, right? And later on down the line, I grew up low places, but Flatbush is where I really started to develop, you know, coming to my, you know, the legend, you know what I mean, and the myth. You know, but although I've always been back and forth, but Crown Heights, people say you can't claim, but what? I can claim the whole Brooklyn, but Crown Heights, Flatbush.
Copy.
Feel me?
I know.
Yeah.
So B, how did you get the name So B? Can you break that down to us for those that don't know, please?
Yeah, everybody asks me that. Well, not everybody. You're like the first. This is how I got the name. Okay. Kirkalike, 1997, right? I was in Attica Snake Pit. You know, we called it Fruit Town at the time, and you know, it was a lot of enemies at this time. You know, war was like any chance we got. You know, we basically popped on the enemy, and you know, but you're not. It's a pre-box. You feel me? Just sometimes you have, if you didn't get restricted, you had your property in yourself, but you was strictly isolated from regular population. So while I was down there, it was this old man. I forgot his name, but he was a cool old man, old official from out of Rochester. And you know, because for certain people, I used to write letters, guys who couldn't read and write, you know, assist them. So he asked me to write a letter for him because he hadn't seen his children, you know, something. His case was related to family, whatever happened. So
Okay.
I wrote the letter the letter for him, and all of a sudden his cell cracked one day. He went on a visit. It was his kids. So he came back, man. Yeah, he came back crying like, man, yo, you know, sometimes words can mean everything. And he just watched me because he was down there for about a year. And then one day he just was like, because it was a dispute between a homie and a nieta.
Okay.
And the homie was disrespecting him. So I called down to the homie. I was like, yo, you know, fall back off the gate, man. When the time comes for you to prove what you're going to do, save all that energy for then. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the enemy doesn't mean that we got to disrespect him. He's a man first.
Right.
Homie for. But just the way I was diplomatically delegating power. And one day he was like, brother, you know something? You remind me of a soul brother. And it stuck because at that time, my other AKAs were on fire. So I said, you know what? Okay, and then the little homie started going, soul brother, like soul. And, you know, that's how the name came. And it just stuck. You know, the actions, you know, I just was, you know, peaceful. I got violent when I had to, but I was always diplomatic, you know what I'm saying, and always for the people. You know, if I got some food down in the pit, everybody on the company ate, even the enemy. You feel me?
No,
So,
absolutely. Yo, So B, real quick, not to cut you. A said you lagging a little bit, your screen, and I noticed it too. You're kind of lagging. Like I hear your words, but
okay,
the
hold on.
screen is choppy. I'm gonna pull you down. I'm gonna pull you down and pull you back up. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Salute to the chat. All right.
You got
Let's
me
see
now?
how you. How y'all hear So B? How y'all hear So B in the chat, yo? Type something in the chat. Let us know. You hear me good though, right? You see me good. I'm moving fluidly.
I see you great.
All right, good. I mean, I can hear you. Salute, Black. I can hear you. Everything is good, but I notice it's a little choppy. But sometimes I notice too when I'm doing these interviews, Mr. So B, I notice that clears up after a while too. Like the longer the stream runs, it kind of straightens out a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but we good. But let me ask you, So B too, right? Because you wasn't going by BO yet. Who came first, So B or BO?
BO. If it's like this, if you know me over 30 years, you know me as BO. If you know me over 40 years, you know me as Stacy. And if you know me 25 years, because 98 was when I changed my name, my AKA. So it's like that. From 98 to present, those who know me as Soul B. From 98 back to 88, a little, you know me as B.O., B Original.
Got you.
From 88 back, you know me as my government. You feel me?
Got you.
You know,
And
yeah.
I detect a slight accent sometimes. So B, like sometimes sometimes it's not there at all, and then sometimes it's like there. What's your background? What's your nationality? What's your heritage?
Well, nationalistically, I'm an American. You feel me? But my father's Trinidadian. You feel me? And my mother was Native American, Shinnecock, Indian. So you know, I grew up in a West Indian environment, Flatbush, Crown Heights. So sometimes, you know, you hear it, you know, just, you know, that's just how we talk. You feel me? That's, you know what I mean? Just the way. So.
Nah, got you.
And let me ask you,
how was it for you growing up in Crown Heights and Flatbush?
Oh man, lovely, brother. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I didn't have a childhood because I hit the streets at a young age. You feel me? But the childhood I had was from a street perspective. More so when I look at my son today, I allow him to have a childhood. And I looked at him the other day when we was hanging out, and I was like, wow, when I was 10, you know, I didn't have my pops taking me to the barbershop. I didn't have my pops just, you know, chilling and, you know, schooling me. Mom's was more so there, but periodically because I was in the street. So I had the big homies schooling me. You feel me?
Definitely.
So you know, I see the difference now, how important it is for us as Black men to raise our young princes into kings. You feel me?
Absolutely.
And I'm experiencing that right now, because my other children, I was in prison, you know, all their lives. So.
Got you. Thank you for sharing that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yo, So B, you know what we're gonna do? Because it's still a little choppy. So you know that link I sent you?
Yeah. That's what I did. I went on there. I downloaded that.
No. It's good. It's fine. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull you down, and then you're gonna hit that link all over again, and come back up, and hopefully that straightens out the stream a little bit. We good though. We vibing. We good. We're gonna catch fire soon. But yeah, let's try to get this audio to match the video.
Oh, that's me. Yeah.
All right, just hit that link that I sent you. Hit it again. That's it.
Hit it. I'll go back to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull you down right now. I'm gonna take you off, and then you're gonna hit it again and pull up. Yo, Dog Soldier, salute. Nikki Baby, thank you. Ghostface Damon, salute. Black Afghanistan, Ja, salute, big bro. El Plaga, I see you, papa. Salute to everybody. China, salute. Christina Nicole, salute. Robert, salute. Big motherfucking Bittux, salute, bro. Word. Yo, so I want to make sure this stream is what everything is supposed to be. So let's try to get this right, because that's the important thing. Mr. Soul B.
Yo.
Yo, you know,
Yo.
you know what it could be? Possibly
What?
that phone that you got is full. The memory is full.
Nah, this is a brand new phone, brother.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is a brand new. How about because I put one of the backgrounds? That could be it.
You put another phone in the background?
No, you see the brick wall? That ain't my crib. That's the background I put there.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes that can slow down the stream. It can make it choppy. It depends. It all depends though.
Okay, so how about that? It's still the same thing, right?
Yeah, it has like this glitchy effect, your video. But yo, we're about to we're gonna shoot past as long as we can get the audio. And hopefully it straightens out.
All right. Let's go.
All right, we good. So what other notables was around there? Sobe, what other notables? Because I heard you mention that you grew up with Jimmy Henchman, right?
Oh, yeah, I talked to Jimmy this morning.
Oh, word? How he's doing?
He's great. He's great under the circumstances. 9 life sentences, you know. Got him in one of the worst spots in the country. What's the name of it? Polak. He's in Louisiana, whatever the name of that jail is, the federal USP. Him, I talk to Biz every morning. I don't know if you know little homie Biz.
Right, yeah.
Know, man, the brother's in good spirits, you know, under the circumstances. You feel me?
Yeah, God bless him. God bless him. I hope everybody gets free one day, Sobe.
Yes. Oh no, Jimmy's real close, man. If Trump wins, you know, Jimmy will be home next year. You know. Yeah, and Biz, man, you know, he's struggling too, man, for his freedom. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who knows Biz. So we want to say free Biz, free Jimmy, man. We need the real out here. You feel me?
Absolutely.
You know,
And
yeah, we need the real.
If I asked you, right, because a lot of times people make projections about who someone is, right?
Yeah.
So based on your history, people it depends on who you ask. It depends on who you ask who would say what about you. How would you describe yourself though?
Oh man. Humble. You feel me? Very humble. A very high tolerance, you know, very debative if the facts is not right and exact. Giving, you know, you can have the shirt off my back. If you need it more than me, you got it. You feel me? And I'm just right now from this perspective, because you got to remember, you know, being in prison 2/3, your life surrounds around how you grew in prison. I'm learning now in relationships with women, you know, with my significant other, my wife. Shout out to author Issa J, you know what I'm saying? And her new coming movie, she starts shooting. Oh, she started shooting yesterday, I believe. You know, one of her trilogies. The first book is Envy That Brooklyn Chick, Volume 1. Yeah, she put everything together herself, everything, and it's going to be a very successful movie. Shout out to her. You know, shout out to my son, Todd Too Fly. But, you know, his music is coming along streaming. And my son, my youngest son, Sundiata. But, yeah, I'm learning now, you know, I'm learning more transition into society and not from a prison's perspective. This is the longest I've been out in society, for decades.
God bless you. And I'm gonna lift all those projects up, so be in prayer. Your son's project, wifey's project. I'm gonna pray on it, and I'm gonna lift that shit up high.
All right, that's right. You know, cause she working, you know, and that's what it's about. That's what Black Mogul Inc. is all about, you know. And envy her. I mean, she got so many projects, but she's working,
Yeah, God
Me,
bless
I'm
wife.
more, yes, me more. I'm more in my time. You feel me? Like, and I guess that comes from being in prison. And you gotta wait. So your tolerance and your patience is enduring. You feel me? I know I'm getting out. You said I ain't getting out. I know I'm getting out. And you just will it into existence.
Yeah, because once you give up hope, all else is gone, bro.
Oh
So
yeah.
you have to always stay hopeful, always stay prayed up, always, anticipate something good happening for you because it's the law of attraction. If you think negative all the time, you'll attract negative. If you think
Yeah.
positive, a door or two might open up. Somebody might slip you a key. You might be able to slide.
That's facts. Because
Word.
if it was up to them white folks, man, I would have never got out of prison.
I know that's right. I know that's
I
right.
would
Yo,
never.
so be real quick, not to cut you, right? So I'm looking at Ja A's comments. He's asking if you on Wi-Fi.
Nah, I pay my phone bill.
All right, cool. Let's try something real quick too. I know you don't want people to see where you at, but sometimes.
Nah, I mean, they can see it.
All right, so take off the background. So be take the background off. Let's see something.
Let me see. Hold on. See, now I got all. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. It's okay.
Salute to everybody, man. Thanks for supporting the show. Yo, we streaming from 3 platforms. So if you come in this chat and you see someone you don't like or you something, just go to one of the other, one of the other streams and enjoy the show.
Comment stage.
Smitty, salute, bro. So be that's Smitty's new channel. 9 to 5 is better than 25.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay, let me get right here. Hold on. Okay, now which one? I'm trying.
And make sure all your apps are closed. Like there's nothing open, like running.
Yeah, where's the? Oh, right here. Okay, this the original right here.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still doing the same thing, but yo,
yeah.
let's get the audio, yo. Let's get the audio. There's a program that I can have that I can implement after the show that can straighten out the stream. So we should be in better shape. So, Mr. Sobi, let me ask you, how do you spend your day from sun up to sundown? Like, what do you feel? What does that vacuum of time fill with?
Okay, well, as it stands right now, right? I wake up, got a little soldier injury, so I ain't do no military training. But I wake up, give thanks, you feel me, to the ancestors, spirits for allowing me to wake up and continue my day. And then, because right now I'm in town. Usually I'm out of town.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I had to go see the doctor, do a few things, hang out with my son. So my day is like basically when I'm here, what I didn't do when I was gone. Because I have several projects that's bubbling right now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting to transition, to Tennessee for one, which I'll be living. I'm just waiting for that to get, matter of fact, I'm just waiting for it to be contracted, you know what I'm saying, into that contract, and that's gonna be a whole nother level there, a lot of exposure. And I just take my day a day at a time, because you gotta remember, 30 years in the penitentiary, I prepared for everything that comes to me, you feel me? So if an opportunity comes to me as a business opportunity, I'm there. I'm already prepared. I didn't have to come home and get prepared.
Nah, absolutely. And you know what? So B, you have a different appreciation for life, bro. Because what happens is when you're deprived for so long, so what's common to somebody else that just goes outside and sniffs the air and feel the breeze, they might experience that, and that's beautiful, but not in a way that you experience it, because you know what it's like not to have that.
Yes. Being hopeless. not hopeless, but looking at your circumstances and the odds is 1,000 times not in your favor.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let me ask you, Sophie, what was some of the street crews that existed in Flatbush, Crown Heights when you were coming up? Because I know the Low Live, the Deceps. Were there any others?
That was later on. You gotta remember, I'm talking about the 70s. Okay, I'm gonna tell you some crews in Flatbush. You had Touchies. That's who basically gave the Untouchables. You know, they
that was the Jamaicans. The Untouchables were the Jamaicans, right? Correct?
Yes, but they were heavily influxed in Vanderbilt projects. So they basically gave my big homies, which was Cadian, Vinnie Vance, Marky Valentine, Otto Shine, Joey Nuzzy. They the ones who influenced them with that type of gangsterism badness. You feel me? I mean, these are some real, they no play dangerous. These dudes probably, between one of my homies, he had like 88 confirmed murders. They said 104, but you ever read the book The Shower Posse?
I wanted to ask you, so is the Shower Posse derived from the Untouchables?
No.
Are those two separate entities?
Yeah, they were two different entities. See, the Shower Posse, they come from Tivoli Gardens in Jamaica.
Okay.
It was a political, but when a lot of them dudes fled wherever they was from in Jamaica, they came here. And when they grouped together, that's how the name came. You feel me? Yeah.
Got you. Got you.
So the Untouchables played a very, very integral part in the making of Flatbush, because prior to that, Flatbush just was a nice area. You know what I'm saying? And we wasn't on the map yet. We wasn't on the map until like 1977. And because of the connections, when guys would have sawed-off shotguns and zip guns, Flatbush had automatics. For real. I was just talking to the homie, because he was like, yeah, East New York, brother. I was like, yeah, well, y'all dudes were still fighting with the hands. We came out shooting.
Right.
9mm, dude, it was 9mm. You know what it was then to get a 9mm? So my big homies influenced guys like me. Oh, I can't forget my boy Rat. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy, because we're the next generation. We're the next generation after, Cadian and them and Vinnie Vance. These dudes is like superheroes to us, you feel me? Real, Yeah, real.
So when did the Autobots, the Deceps, and the Low Lives, when were they?
That's like, you're talking about mid-80s, 85, 86, 87. I was locked up.
Okay. Got you.
You feel me? But you did have a crew. Shout out to my cousin Dre, Hey Dre, which was the little dudes. Guys like Duddy, Tony, Kendall, you know what I'm saying, and all of them. They were called Payhays. They was just running around via Flatbush on that side. Other than that, it was the older guys who were more crewed up. You had the Beaver Boys. They were more in the 50s. You know what I'm saying? You had the PJs. You know what I'm saying? The doo-wops, which was shout out to my big homie Kenny Doo-wop, a founder, who I came up under when I was young. Used to chase me out the park. But doo-wop, which was a derivative of the Stompers. I don't know if you ever heard of the Jolly Stomp. Well, the Jolly Stompers.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely,
Okay, well,
definitely.
Pappy Mason, T.
Right.
Mason, Rainbow Johnson, which was the founders, not Pat, but his older brother and Rainbow. But, and this was Crown Heights Flatbush, that played pivotal roles. But by the time 77 came in, crews start to develop. Stick-up crews, you feel me? Because, Brooklyn was known for taking it, fact.
Right.
We wasn't really drug dealers, you know what I'm saying? We were more hustlers, jostling, boosting, pickpocketing, long con, short con, and then you had those who took that paper, you feel me? When you put that life in your hand,
Right.
I can remember you had then crews like the 40 Thieves, Crown Heights, my man Big Smitty.
I heard of them
Shout out
too.
to
I heard
Big
of the 40
Smitty. They were more Lincoln, Troy, St. John's, where the low lights eventually developed with Ralph and them.
Right.
Yeah, they was like an offshoot, the 40 Thieves. You know what I'm saying? My man Dyke, my condolences to your mother, brother. Vamp, Blunt, me, all the original on that side of Crown Heights, Utica Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Then you had N.A. Rock. You had F.A. Rock. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my big homie Chuck, Chunga. I mean, and I was talking to my man last night. We was in the car, just so many dynamic brothers. Some known and some unknown. You feel me?
Right.
Played pivotal roles in my life because I lived on both sides of Crown Heights. I lived all through Flatbush from the 90s. Puma Boys, shout out to Scoop, Free Scooter, you feel me? Paul Clark, he finally home after 39 years. Paz, shout out to my big homie Paz, you know what I mean? They Puma Boys. Then you had Cats, which was another offshoot of the Stompers, the RRCs, Rutland Road Crew, another offshoot of the Jolly Stompers. I mean, it's just, man, I can name more, but
Right.
gotta can't give it everything, you know what I mean?
Nah, that's why when I was introducing you, I made sure I used the appropriate title, man, because you are a historian.
Yes.
By default, you are a historian, just by your place.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and it's not that I'm talking about these guys, it's that these were guys that I interacted to this day. Many of them that's still alive. You feel me? In the penitentiary, from the can to the land, back to the land. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm not just talking. I was there. Young, but I was there.
Absolutely. So B, I wanted to ask, right? What was the turning point in your life? When did you go from an innocent adolescent to something much different?
Oh man, I'm gonna tell you. Probably, and I remember this clearly, like 7. For some reason, I didn't like going to school. I never forget it. They said, ma'am, if you can't ensure that your child is in school, we're going to have to put him away. And that's the first time I went away.
Okay.
I went away for a year for truancy.
So you went away for truancy, but was that due to like a negative pattern of behavior, or what happened was they sent you up there for nothing and you became something else up there?
Yeah, well, that was the turning point, because in boys' home, which we call it, that's where I met Blue Boy. Me and Blue knew each other since we were 8. We were in this boys' home called Little Flower Children's Services. It was in Wading River, Long Island. Shit was like Fantasy Island. They had from babies to 18. Yeah. And that's when the promiscuity came in. But I think I just was always rebellious. My mother used to always try to figure it out, like, because my uncles promised her that they wouldn't put me in the game. But I said, Ma, look, you did that because they was all players and number men. But look, you did that, and I ended up like this anyway.
Right.
You feel me? So that was the turning point.
And at what age, so did you first catch consequential police contact? Because we all been stopped and frisked and shit like that.
Okay,
At
well,
home. When was the first time you caught consequential police contact? There was consequences attached to the action.
well, it was consequences at that time.
Right.
You know, at what age you figure why he's not going to school? Because, they had truant officers, so you couldn't be hanging out. You know what I'm saying? But I think, from that point, I was just promiscuous, getting YDs. YDs was cards, like if you committed a crime, you got caught burglarizing or whatever, you get a YD and your mother just come pick you up at the police station. I don't care what the crime, murder, robbery, I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm saying? Your mother just came and picked you up at the police station. Only way they wouldn't release you to your mother or guardians, recognizances, is if they didn't come. And by the age of 10, my mom was like, fuck that, keep them. Yeah, and so I look at my son now, and I just be so like, he don't even have a criminal thought.
Got you.
Me?
And how much time you did all together, Mr. Sobey?
How much time together?
Mm-hmm.
3 bids, 40 years.
Wow. And out of that 40 years, how much time did you spend alone in solitary?
Oh man. At one time or throughout those?
Just cumulatively, like altogether.
Oh, cumulatively. Oh, okay. Probably 20 some odd years.
Wow. Yo, how did you keep your constitution? How did you keep your brain, your mind? How did you keep it like,
man?
How were you able to come out and assimilate into society after, such a hard time?
I think, and well, I know this. Years ago on my first bid, right, when I came up in 83, there was a book going around, like, it was just like a protocol. When the big home, you see, the first book I got was Prison Letters from George Jackson.
Okay.
And, those letters was George describing his own psychosis while in solitary confinement. Because remember, the solitary confinement he was in was inhumane. They sealed the door, and he's talking, he's just describing what he's going through every day. Like, yeah, I just had a conversation with Mayo. I disagreed because of terrain, and, he's just basically having dialogue and, to keep his mind occupied. Because I'm going to tell you, after 3 years, I tried to sleep for 3 years. Can't do it. Can't do it. The first 3 years, can't. Going into like the 5th year, you start getting tired of everything. Tired of working out, tired of reading, tired of breathing. And they say, well, it has been told to me that was my breaking point of sanity.
Okay.
But by the grace, that was my breaking point. And anyone, I never threw doodle. I never cursed anyone out. I got cursed out by by all the box laws. Anyway, I never responded though. And that's why I began to build, you know, my criminal mentality into I consider myself a cultural nationalist revolutionary. You feel me?
No, absolutely, absolutely. And I heard you say on Queen's Flip that you read over 2 million books and periodicals.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yes.
Probably more, right?
Yes. Like I used to read. Go ahead.
Now, go ahead, Toby. Go
I
ahead.
was saying, I used to read fine print books in 2 days, taking long walks on short blocks. Because I read standing up, pacing back and forth. You know, a long walk on a short block.
Got you.
The cell is only a 9x11 or 9x12. The basic
got you. Okay. And let me ask you, Mr. Sobe, what crews existed in jail before the Bloods, Crips, and the Kings?
Oh, well, it was boroughs. But before that, you did have gangs like, I know the Smoke, which a lot of them became Blood. They came before the Bloods. You know, the Lions came before the Bloods. And that's, other than that, it was just areas in boroughs. Bronx, Manhattan, HBO. Then you had, which was Harlem and Bronx only. Then you had BQE, Brooklyn, Queens exclusively. You know, but that was later on though, early 90s.
Okay, got you. And Mr. Sobe, most people refer to you as the big homie of big homies, right? What exactly does that mean?
It means what it is. Literally.
So you was already established before anybody, before they started putting like crews together.
Facts. I watched all them come in. I assisted many of them when they were in their growing process of establishing themselves in the state.
Got you. And like, there's some people that take exception to that, right? There's a few select people that take exception to that term bestowed upon you, the OG of OGs. Who are those people? Who are your detractors?
Well, I'm gonna say this, right? When I did the Queen's Flip and I stated that, which blew a lot of individuals, was like, man, how that? You had OG Mac, you had OG was on, you had Iz, you had this. Nah, brother, strip that.
Got you.
Look, strip that. Shaquille, all of them. Nah, yo. Dudes, they want to claim and say, nah, yo, B.O. was well established. Remember, I was in Attica at 1984. You feel me? Stomping the wall when young brothers was getting fucked. Just honestly, like, you was weak. It was a whole different, all this girly girl, yo, different. Clinton, 20. Comstock, 21. You feel me? And these when they didn't have this policing like they do now in prison. No yelling, no telling. So if you went in Auburn to the bathhouse, and you may have been there for, until count time, laid out.
Okay, got you.
Men were in there, real men. It was a different ball game now.
Got it.
Game. And I was a young man child, respected. You feel me? Not just there. We in the mix with the big boys.
Nah, definitely. And Sobe, you ever been shot, stabbed, cut, any of that stuff?
What gangsta ain't? If you're a warrior, and you don't got no war wounds, because you know what that means? You're always smart. No, that means you picked and choose your battles. I was learning, if I ain't the best, you know what I mean? In my time, when it came for me to grow, and I came under some dynamic brothers, you know, when I came through the Allen, 82, 83. You had Bogart, you had Big Shy from East New York, you had Big Shy from the 90s, Shy Kim, you had Scoop, you had Tut. All these names these dudes know them personally.
Right.
All these, you know, Brooklyn, Bronx, and as I said, you know, I've been at my time. You feel me? And like I said, when you prepare, when your time to step up, you step up. And sometimes when you're not doing it, you're not just doing it to do it. And you become, it's your performance. You feel what I'm saying? It's your performance in a time of adversity that builds the character of the man. And other people talk about that. Yo, if 5 of them jumped him, yo, you fighting for your life. But when you overcome that adversity, other individuals look and admire that. But what they failed to realize about me, when I came back on my second bid, I was around some dynamic dudes when I was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And then I turned 22 back in prison.
Oh, shoot.
When I turned 20, 23 back in prison. After 5 years and change, only last 6 months in the street. If that, 5 months and change.
Got you.
And my training, you feel me? So when I came to this island, when I came back in the dope, you had many crews. You had crazy drug crews from all over New York, Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan. It was just me. I mean, you know, I was affiliated with the Nation of Guards and Nerds, but I always been a renegade. You know what I mean?
Got you, Sophie.
That's like the gangster guards. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Minister Rahim, R.I.P. Minister, which was some dynamic brothers putting it on for the nation. You feel me? So all my life, I had great examples to emulate. You feel me?
Absolutely. And yo, so B, could you tell me about the would you be able to share with us the situation in the Beacon riot?
Oh, so damn. Yeah.
I have to do my due diligence, bro. I gotta do my due diligence.
All right. Well, what happened was, and this is what I said, May 26, 1992, C95, I got cut. Now, when I got cut, mind you, niggas from up north down, kiss the building, they cut B.O. That was the first time in the history of C95 they seen brothers come together. So shout out to my big bro, Animal Jeff. Yo, it was just, I'm about to cry. Yo, but, so when I got cut, yo, I wasn't able to get off because the kid, the police was protecting the kid. And I never forget the police, Spanish Muslim police. Well, I need to say, yo, come on, bro, you open. And I'm like, what the, then you don't want to blow it up. You feel me?
Right.
Like start chasing. That's dry snitching, nigga. You feel me? So, I mean, nowadays it's a different ball game. But so I'm walking and coming through the gate. I'm coming, you know, C95, you always had to go under the gate and walk. So all of a sudden, when I turned around, word is bomb. Shit was like a bomb of smoke. My boy Jeff, he came out of slot. What they cut? Yo, every brother in that yard got busy. You know what I mean? Shed tears. So now I go to Kings County. I get stitched up. I get 8 stitches inside, 27 outside. So when I come back, my shit is packed in the receiving room. They just opened the Beacon. The Beacon is brand new. The Beacon was supposed to be what the H wasn't. You feel me?
Right.
Washers, dryers, they had everything. The building was brand new. So they said, "Oh, you ain't staying in the building," because they knew I was gonna get crazy. You feel me?
Right.
They sent me to the Beacon. They sent me to the Beacon to 9 or 10. I know I was on the even side. So when I get over there, they send me to a house. The whole majority of the house is Spanish. So I came through. You had the guard from Queens, Dashawn. Dashawn was like, "Oh shit, guard, you here? Yo, they gotta get some of this phone time up." Got stitches in my face. So next thing I know, I turned around. My man, hey, Cabeza, my big bro. Shout out to Head. I was just talking about him the other day. You know what I'm saying? Learned so much from him. Dynamic brother. He just don't get his props. You know what I'm saying? But dynamic. And he taught me a lot. So I mean, I had like, what? Because he didn't like this, you know, although he's Spanish, you know, but, you know, he grew up inside these projects. So he was like, "Yo, fuck that. This is my baby bro.
Right.
Y'all gonna get some of that phone time up." So that they called Child. I know we went to Child. So when we went to Child, we see Majesty from Sumner on, "Oh shit, yo, Bill, what's up? Yo, when you got, y'all heard what happened over, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 boom." So Captain Whitehead, he said, "What the fuck you doing talking in my mess hall?" So me and Harry looked at each other. We said, "Huh?" We kept talking. He said, "You know what? It was fish day. I think that's a Friday. We said we eating." He said, "This is what I'm gonna do. When you finish eating, I'm gonna take you take you down in the receiving room and whip your ass to show." So me and Harry looking at each other, babe, bro, he can't be talking to us. Sure as shit, Child finished. We goes out in the hallway. He throws us on the wall. So now when he throws us on the wall, a black police that I knew from the H back in the day see me, "Oh shit, yo, P.O. Yo, no, I got him." Put me back on the line. So I'm looking at Big Bro. I'm like, "Yo, Bessa, what's up?" I know him well enough. I'm like, "What's up?" I said, "What's up?" So they said, "Well, since you want to keep asking your man what's up, get back on the wall." So I got back on the wall because when you come out that mess hall, they had the control booth right there. It's a gate. I guess, yeah, that's the other side on this side and there. So I said, "Fuck it, it's on now." Once Big Bro quiet, I know shit getting ready to happen. So they said, "All right, send this down here, boom, close the door." Whitehead went to, like, you know how you take the cuff and hit the wrist?
Right.
One went on. Head just clocked. Boom! Rumbling. The 2 police that had me, I dropped them. Boom! Boom! While they're tussling to get head behind the odd side gate. I forgot this Italian, this white shot captain. He was coming off the floor from Head hitting him. I just, like, one of them wrestling joints, just with the forearm. Boom! Yo. So Whitehead was getting up. In the process of me putting him down, Whitehead was getting up. I just caught him. Boom! That nigga fell right out, right on his shoulder. Broke his whole, well, later on, broke his whole collarbone. We got busy. So imagine them came busting out the mess hall. Boom, yo, Bill, come on. took my shirt off, boom, trying to get in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? At the end of that, I think it was like 8 police. 8 police got fucked up, whatever. So now I got away because they got, remember, they already threw the handcuff on her head, so they eventually detained him. So niggas like here trying to give me a shirt, motherfuckers picked me out. So now I'm in the receiving. They take us the whole mess off, take us down to the receiving room. I forgot this big, tall, black Jerry curl motherfucker was running this shit down. So I'm like this. They say, yo, I think head in the back. Yo, he dead. I said, yo, I'm telling you, if my nigga's dead, I'm telling everybody in the pen. I'm like, yo, all you niggas gonna come out. We gonna get busy on these police. If head is fucked up back there. But what happened when the ambulance came and I was like, yo, best son, yo. He like turned and blinked at me. I said, all right, my boy good. Then after that, what the fuck is, I forgot the other white cat. He said, you think you're gonna get away? You're my fucking pet. I ain't gonna lie, they did me kind of dirty after cleared them. And all these niggas went back. I ain't gonna say no names, but all these niggas went back and left, all these niggas went back and left me in that receiving room by myself, bro. Yeah, that was the summer of 92. And from there, they sent me CMC, they sent Head CMC Brooklyn and sent me CMC fucking Queens.
Okay.
Man, that was the story right there. But it was a time where like, you know, who's who, you feel me? Like, nigga that didn't pop on inmates when it came to the police, we ain't discriminate, you feel me?
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So B, who exactly was the Renegade Gods?
Well, Brooklyn, you know, Brooklyn. Raheem, listen, Minister Raheem, and it was another old guard minister. They were like the executioners for the nation. They put on for the nation. Anything happened with the nation, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, because they were gang members before. Many of the old guards were gang members before they got knowledge of self.
Got you. Right.
They were all chaplains. They were either chaplains, barracudas, but many of them in Brooklyn were chaplains. It's a gang from the 50s and the 60s. You know what I mean? They had Marcy, they had Halsey, they was all Fort Greene chaplains, you know what I'm saying? And when them leaders got knowledge of self, so did their whole crew, you feel me?
Right.
It's like when Bunchy Carter came out and became NOI. You know, he was a leader of one of the largest gangs in history in California, the Renegade Slaughterers. Then all of them became Panthers, and they killed Bunchy.
Got you.
When he made transition, he led other brothers with him to take that step. You feel me? So those were the original gangster guards, Raheem and Minister. Raheem's still alive. I heard he's in the old folks' home. Minister passed away too. I'm talking about, ask any guard, yo, shit, it's dynamic, serious. They used to wear them motherfucking Godfathers, them long trench coats, them shotties and them motherfuckers. Listen, respectfully.
Got you. What year did the incident that involved you getting cut happen? What year was that?
That was May, this time, the 26th, May 1992. May 26th, 1992. There was no bloods, homie.
Right.
You feel me? All right.
Would you say that event set in motion a series of events that led to the Blood Nation being born?
Yes. Facts, actual facts. because what it did, it got brothers to unify. Because I told you, C95 always, we called it San Juan. That always been a heavily Latino populated jail. And it's one of the biggest jails on Rikers Island. Holds like 2,500.
Okay.
And it's always been heavily populated, the projects, the cell side, with Latino brothers. You feel what I'm saying? So as the development from, you know, as I was saying in the story with Blaze is my boy, and he came from Connecticut, and he was telling me in the pen, yo, B, this new thing, So from that influx, they begin to recruit. This is late 91 when I came down. So by the time 93 came, they overpopulated the island, number-wise.
Got you.
And like anybody who been to C95, know, when you get in that yard, them motherfuckers be 20, 30, 40 deep. I seen so many brothers that dudes didn't know. See, I wasn't like that. I see you jumping the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what he did. Get that nigga one-on-one.
Right.
I always intervened.
Got you. So you would so B, so the situation that happened with you, right? The incident that cultivated that brought everybody together, like in rally somewhat.
At that time, yeah.
So the first generation of Bloods are actually, most of the first generation of Bloods are actually from the Gods in the Earth.
Majority of them, yes. Islam, Shaquille, C.K. Noble, you feel me? Outside of Shaolin, Pimp, Rob Lowe, yeah, majority of us, yes.
Got you.
Sha 120, you feel me? We were renegade guards.
Right. So in 1992, you got cut, right, Sobe? And then in 1993, the formulation, like the first set of blood was
93,
manifested.
the summer of 93. Oh, and I want to shout out to one of he my little pro, you feel me? But he's one of the first Bloods. Everybody forget, nobody, and I told him anytime I get up here, Rudy Hicks. Rudy, it was in the first actual development, the first actual Blood. You feel me? OG Mac later took over because whatever the politics, but Rudy Hicks, Rudy Red. You know what I'm saying? Rudy, yeah. I talk to him every day. I be telling you, you got to get up here. But he was like, homie, man, you know what I mean? But I'm a represent for him, yeah. Rudy, actually Bloods. See, I knew Rudy coming through. You know what I'm saying? When I used to hustle in Midtown, we all used to get money. I used to come up to the Bronx. So boom, I knew. So before that even turned, Rudy already know, motherfuckers had individual respect. You see, Blood made a lot of dudes. Like some guys you wouldn't even have known. But, they got with this gang thing and became who they became,
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, we all have reps. Many of us have reps prior to. That's why guys when arguing with dudes. All right, well, who were you before Blood?
Got you. So I noticed so be that OG Deadeye and OG Mac get all the credit for starting the East Coast Bloods, right? Do you feel like you should be in that same sentence? Like, okay, if somebody is saying a sentence, you should be right up there, right? Because a lot of times they get the credit, okay, but you started the movement, right? Like it was your event that started that.
What a lot of brothers don't know, but those who know, See, I don't care because I'm who I am, with a flag or without a flag. You feel me? Like, but I'm gonna say this. I brought the knowledge. OG Mac used to say, yo, man, yo, P.O., man, put that shit together, man. You know how to write. I gave him ideals that enhance the movement in the first. You feel me? A lot of the things the brothers stand on today came from my mindset. They know that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but I don't have to get accolades. That was just a moment in time that I had to step up.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying? So I already had my standard. And in the things I was giving the young brothers, gave them a standard. That's why we were so successful at that time.
Got you.
I remember I gave OG Mac this book. It was called, it's by Haki Mata Thabooty. It's called Enemies Clash of Races, where he does a chronological, historical analysis of Black organizations and critiquing them, why they were not successful. You know what I mean? The Panther Party. And he did them all. It's called Enemy Class of Races. See, this is shit I was already, you know what I'm saying, entertaining my mind with, because of a lot of the brothers, a lot of the Panthers, you know what I'm saying, BLA, I know them personally, like they tutored me. Bashir Hamid, R.I.P. Abdul Majid, R.I.P. Seth Hayes, wherever you at, Seth, salute. These brothers, when you get in the books about the Panthers, the Ruben Ben Wahad, these brothers, I was in classes, these brothers taught us from the perspective, because they believed when they left the street in the movement, we were supposed to pick that torch up. Because the torch was just in suspended animation. But a lot of the brothers became gangsters. See, because they were gangsters in their own right too, but it was just for a cause. And
right.
What a lot of brothers don't know, I was trained by these brothers. We used to have dialogue. They give me books and I read them, and we have dialogue sessions. See, I never gave anybody this. That's why soul is who I am. I'm not who I am because I'm self-proclaimed. I was prepared. That's why when I get on these platforms, I show my intelligence, not my ignorance.
Right. No, absolutely. So B, I get it. I understand.
I'm able to articulate my point.
Nah, absolutely, definitely. Some people say so B. Some people say OG Mac told, you know, people run content on it all the time and talk about it. What do you say? I mean, how does that make you feel? Does it make you feel anyway?
As I told him, as I told him in 1998, when he left us, I said, yo, don't get upset. You put the rules down, no snitching. What, we got to make an exception to you?
Oh, you told him that?
Yes, facts. And he told us all the suckers is penis, is weaving.
Oh,
like, this what y'all gonna do? Hold up, homie. You made the rules, not us.
Nah, got you. And so B, so the pound, right? The pound was actually came before the whole Blood Nation.
The who?
The pound.
That was the box.
That's the pound is the box? No,
yeah.
Oh, okay, because I was reading, I was doing some research, right? And it said like pretty much like after the gods and the earth, there was dudes that went to the pound before the blood. But okay, that was the box.
Yeah, that's when they built, because they started building it like 91, which is a extension of North Facility.
Okay.
No, they start building it in 89, 90. The North Facility Annex
Right.
eventually became the pound.
Okay, got you. I have a question, right? It's a very interesting question, and I think you're the perfect person to answer it. Is it possible for a blood who's never been in jail to achieve the same status as one who's done a lot of time? Or jail is is jail a rite of passage?
Of course. That's what it was supposed to be. Because remember, this developed out of the chaos. So we didn't have no time to really educate ourselves. We were preparing for war, or what we believe of establishing a strong Black presence in prison at that time. But the second generation, that's why if you look at the codes, if you look at all the literature that was given out, it was geared towards that direction. Because mind you, I entwined a little of that BLA, Panther, because we need a military arm, NOI structure. So the second generation was supposed to supersede us, begin to build financial structures. So of course, but what happened mid second generation, the thing with OG Mac, and that destructuralized, the potential of what it could be. You're looking at 30 years, right? 31 years coming up this year. We don't have shit. We don't run shit out here. Numbers is crazy. Everybody utilizes bloods in some form of fashion, and no one has, and I'm talking about not one individual, I'm talking about for 30 years, structurally, a foundation, a club, or building we own. We don't even own or control the programs that everyone is building off and developing from our own blood, sweat, and years.
Right.
Only one brother, he did it, but Trife. Shout out to Trife. You know what I'm saying? With G Mac. But it could have still,
Trife Gangster?
Yeah. G Mac was the first. But everybody else uses us in some form or another to create programs with this gang epidemic.
I know so be that prison doesn't have much of an upside, right? But what would you say that you've learned from your body of experience, from your time in prison all them years? What did you leave with? Did you take anything with you?
What you mean, when I came home?
Yeah, when you finished all your time.
Yes.
Like, so out of all the time you've done, what did you learn from all the time that you've done?
All the time, well, basic and plain, consequences. You feel me? Consequences. And always have a plan. Because it doesn't count until you get caught.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
You can know, that was Mr. Rogers, for instance. Oh, man, nice church, man. The next thing you know, you see Mr. Rogers in cuffs. Then his whole history. Oh, he been, but you thought he was the nicest man in the damn world. Playing with them boys.
Right. So B, how do you feel about the first generation of blood being on YouTube beefing and exposing each other?
Disgusting. But I'm gonna tell you.
It hurts your heart that does this stuff really bother you to your core?
Yes, because homie, when I set the trend, I had a plan. But because of the barrel of crab syndrome, they didn't let me lead them. Everybody wanted the spotlight. Mind you, I just came home all the rest of them out here, all the rest of them that came up and tried to catch, I bought them all. I bought them in.
Right.
CK, Killer Kev, all of them. I got them on the Queen's Flip show.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, I got them there. Yeah.
And how do you feel about all the
Yeah,
gang?
I got them there.
So
Because Flip Court.
wait, you chopping up, my bad, and then now you frozen. All right, you back now. You back now.
All right. Yeah. And the psychosis is this. The same thing I seen in them shoes. Them brothers suffer from mental health, whether they agree or not. Because the same behavioral patterns when brothers was in shoe reoccupied, they directed to self-hate on each other. They just brought it to a bigger platform.
That's a fact.
And what happened was became spectacles, public spectacles, to entertain motherfuckers all around the country. And I said, I'm not going to do that. I didn't do it in. I'm not going to come out here and do it. I could have said many of things, but that's not for me to do publicly. Anything I address behind the scene, and me and the individuals know where you at. Pull up. You feel me? It's not, these platforms are not for that. These platforms is to educate these people about your experiences and these kids. Not to show our buffoonery, to show our ignorance. Some of them brothers are very intelligent.
Right, definitely.
See, I demand. See, when we was in the boxes, you were on a company with me. All that argument and all that, I didn't tolerate that.
Salute.
You feel me? I didn't tell anybody to tell you. You're going to get your mind right, because you ain't going to say you affiliated with me, make any decision for me if you can't think for your motherfucking self.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a fact.
serious. OG, any of them tell you. Nigga, I'm not following nothing. You can't think for yourself. I don't need you to think for me.
That's a
fact. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so, and I stand on that.
So with that being said, so B, do you feel that YouTube is good for the culture or not so much?
Yes, it's good. I was just telling, a lot of my big homies, if y'all don't tell these stories, like I see a dude, he got the dude, he content, because remember, it's about content.
Right.
And he's telling the story, 50 Cent, he had Pappy, he's just getting these stories, and which is great. But if no one tells these folkloric stories, how we gonna know? How we gonna know about the unsung brothers in our history? And I'm not just talking about blood history. I'm talking about Black history. See, the thing with Black people, we just want to glorify the good. We don't want to say we got serial killers. We got you, baby. You see, Europeans, they glorify their history. So when little Mikey grow up, he see the spectrum of his ethnic group, whether it's the psychosis, and so he has a broad perspective. We don't do that.
Right.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Definitely. How closely do you follow the content, storylines, and narratives on YouTube?
None. I don't watch unless somebody call me and tell me, yo, watch such and such.
Oh, so you're not like
involved at all. No.
God, you stay away from the politics.
I'm not. I may say something outside, or but no, I'm not. Because I know a lot of these brothers personally. I know them personally, and I'll call them up, yo, bro, stay away from that. You feel me? Yo, don't do this. keep this. You feel me? So I coach like I did behind the scenes. Yo, give me that brother number. Let me talk to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give him some information, give him some advice. That's what I want to leave you with.
OG Blue does that a lot too. He does a lot of like mediating, a lot of interventions around here and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't, because as I was taught, it's no, if you don't have nothing to uplift or to educate as far as information, then just keep your mouth shut. Because you won't tell how ignorant a person is until they open their mouth.
Nah,
he can
definitely
be the most militant person. Yo, he militant. He never speaks. Then as soon as he opened his mouth, you say, "Oh shit." That's why. Yeah, that's why that motherfucker was quiet. That's why he was quiet.
Right.
You feel me? So.
Nah, definitely. So B, right? So a couple of these guys,
yeah,
I'm familiar with from YouTube, right? A couple of the OGs from YouTube, you know, but I'm not in the life, so all I know is what I know and what's, you know, so I want to ask you firsthand because I know you're the historian, you're a trusted source. So I'm gonna mention the name and I just want you to describe them
okay,
to me in a couple of words or your relationship with them or whatever.
okay.
OG Pimp.
It's my boy. You know, boy
Okay.
Pimp, you know, great guy, although, you know, he's made some decisions and a lot of criticizing. But no, Pimp, you know, Pimp is good money. Good money.
Yeah, salute the Pimp. Salute the Pimp.
Yeah, salute the Pimp. Yeah, East Side. I ain't seen him in a couple of years. Last time I seen him about 5 years ago, parole in Queens. You know what I mean? He don't reach out no more, you know, but you know,
yeah, but he's around. He got his podcast and shit. He trying to get his shit jumping.
Okay, that's great. That's
Shy 120.
That's my boy, man. Which one? The real one or the fake one?
I guess the real one.
Oh, that's my boy. You know, that's fair. I see him not too much, but I see him as love. You know what I mean? You know, it's always love.
All right.
That's my boy, yeah.
All right. Shaquell.
That's family. You know, I talked to Shaquell at least twice, 3 times out, especially if he be fine. He'll call me with this in Brooklyn, you know, whatever. But no, that's family. We go back, you know.
Corey King.
It's my boy. I just was at his birthday party. Showed up, showed out. See, despite what people see on YouTube, don't believe that.
Nah, right. I know, that's why, yo, tell you the truth. That's why I'm laughing right now. So that's why I'm laughing. Because I don't believe nothing on this YouTube, yo. This YouTube is like just entertainment. I don't necessarily, when I'm like going from chat to chat and supporting shows and shit like that, I'm not looking for truth per se. I'm looking for entertainment. I look for truth. I look for truth here on my platform. You feel me?
Yo, but it's crazy, right? After all that hoopla, I showed them when we did me and my wife, the first giveaway, Thanksgiving giveaway. You seen Killer Kev there, you see CK there, you see, and I told the dude Black at the time, he had the camera because he was trying to film. I said, nigga, so CK little brother, I said, said, yo, he don't want you recording, put the fucking camera there. He was like, oh, all right, because he was one of the main ones advocating that. And I'm like, homie. But after it was like, when they got it, when Lisa Evans pulled up, I told him, I said, yo, now you can get you some content. But I just wanted you to see. Don't believe, you know, these brothers drunk or whatever, however, but I said, this is what it is.
Right.
Yeah. But don't believe that hype. I might have an opinion of something that I felt how someone should address it. But you know what? At the end of the day, that decision you made is going to haunt you. It may take away your credibility. It may take away your self-respect. You know, y'all throwing penises around, you know. And I used to tell brothers this when I was in. I said, brother, please don't infringe upon me your homosexual tendencies. Because who wants another man to suck their dick?
Right. Someone from that lifestyle.
Well, so if you throwing it, so I'm saying those are things that we should not do. You got women doing it now. I mean, when women first said something like that, I said, huh? Suck your what? You don't got one.
Yeah, I know. That shit is
the
OD.
same
That shit
effect,
crazy
right?
as hell.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same effect. And dudes have used it and said it so much, it doesn't have the same effect. In prison or out, it doesn't matter.
Nah,
The
definitely.
popular thing to say.
Disco baller.
Disco baller. Disco, that's my boy. Yo, somebody, I'm gonna probably see Disco this summer. Somebody said Disco said some shit about me. I'm like, huh? Impossible. Always been my boy. Like him, Larry. I never involved myself in those politics. You feel me? Always came around me. Love. You feel me? But some people you never know until you know. You know what I'm saying? But God bless him, man. But Disco, that's my boy. At least I thought he was. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, get to the bottom of that. Don't believe nothing you hear, bro. These people out here messing.
But Disco, no. I'm just saying somebody told me, I didn't take it as a grain of sand. You feel me? You just asked me about him, saying that's my boy. So
right.
Last time we was together, I mean, we always politicked. He always been about his bag, boom. I be in the Bronx. I be over there with the guards, right there in 167th in Washington. You feel me? I move around.
Got you. So B, I know Wildcat was one of the first Spanish Bloods on record, right? I wanted to ask you how you feel about Magoo, ex-Latin King, being the leader of the UBN.
Well, he earned this position. And you can't take that. Now, let me say something. I gave Magoo the same materials that built me. I showed him how to think. Get this book, get this, so now his turning point is when he was in Windy Box with some other Latino leaders. And from that point, he began to utilize his thinking in a counterproductive way, put it like that.
Got you.
But I raised him from a boy to a man. I love him, despite what anybody believes, and despite if no one wants to own up to the truth of our differences, but it was real.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was between Big Bro and Little Bro. But he earned his respect in his position. Because remember, to whose more is given, more is taken. So by his decisions, he's paying for that with his life.
Right.
Do you
feel so B that the title OG is misappropriated sometimes? Like it's just used loosely, is given to anybody now. Like people are not earning the title anymore.
Yes. And I think because it becomes popular, a lot of our lingo has become popular vernacular. You feel me? Because you can be an older person, that doesn't make you an OG.
Right.
No, serious.
Definitely. No, I agree.
When we say OG, we basically saying original. That's a West Coast term. You know what I'm saying? Original gangsters, foundational individuals who put on for the hood.
Right. What's the understanding so be between West Coast Bloods and East Coast Bloods? Because I know I seen some content. Wack 100 was saying that West Coast Bloods don't respect East Coast Bloods. Is there?
Wack, don't listen. Me and Wack had a long talk. What everybody fails to realize is this. This is the difference. East Coast Bloods started in the penitentiary. West Coast Bloods in the street, a cultural thing. But look at this. Starting in the penitentiary, we have more Bloods on this East Coast, Midwest, than you do in the whole West Coast of the state of California. That's the difference. We started as a jailhouse prison gang, like George did. That's why I compare us to the Black Guerrilla family. Prison gang. We started in prison, like when George formulated the Black Guerrilla family for the Aryans who was developing. And a lot of men. You seen American Meat. So that's the difference. Now, what brothers took from the West lingo is because that's how we were indoctrinated. But no, we can't be like West Coast.
Gotcha.
Yes, they are the motherland, but you got to remember, and as I was explaining on another show, Bloods is not a West Coast term, although historically it became known. But if you read the book by Terry Wallace called Bloods, those was brothers in Vietnam who were from all around the country. That's where that term was created, in Nam.
Oh, okay. That's enlightening.
Yes, it's a book. It's called The Bloods by Terry Wallace. It's gonna have it got a picture of a brother throwing a grenade. Yes, facts. And when brothers came back, they brought that terminology to all Black communities throughout United States.
Got it. And do you feel that you're in a position to tell any hood about their history, or you just far removed and you're not interested?
No, yes. I don't have to be from the West Coast to know West Coast history. Because many of the history that I did read was either fabricated by the government, but I had the opportunity to build personally with a lot of triple OGs. T. Rogers, R.I.P. Me and T used to build all the time because, you know, they thing was from Chicago, Black Peace Stones.
Got you.
I built with one of the first brothers from Denver Lane, Piru, G1. You feel me? He was a triple OG at the time. He probably a quintuple OG now. And that was back in 96. I was building with these brothers and dialoguing because many of them wanted us to put our movement under theirs. And I told them, no, we got our own enemies here, which are not Crips. So that's another difference.
Got you.
Our true nemesis were Latin Kings and Nietas. Although we formulated a 5 with the Latin King when we chose to ride the 5. That's why in the millennial, we chose the 5 instead of our original 5, which was BOOOD. We chose love, peace, truth, freedom, and justice.
Right.
Which the Peace Stones Foundation under the chairman Jeff comes from.
I miss
That's another difference.
You went out at the end of your sentence right there.
I said we chose to ride the Universal 5 of the People's Coalition. Love, peace, truth, freedom, and justice. instead of our original 5, we created BLOOD, brotherly love overrides our destruction. That was our original 5, because we believe as long as we stuck together that we would overcome anything placed in front of us.
Got you. So I want to ask you, so B, are you proud of the culture today? Like in its totality, are you proud?
Yes. I mean, I have to be, because you know why? When I see young brothers that be coming up to me, they in school. See my shirt, right?
Protocol? That's fire.
Yeah, my homie. Shout out to my homie Skrilla, the Mad Dog. He makes them. He makes some dynamic, affiliation wear, But because when I see brothers, representing, but they don't advocate the criminal element, or not putting themselves in the way of the criminal element, but they rep it.
Got it.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
I don't need it. Then they was like, yo, well, Mad Dog Bloods is the smallest set. Yeah, because you know why? I seen the mistake we made with Nine Trey. I seen the mistake we made with GKB. I seen the mistakes. Why would I want numbers that I can't control?
True.
You feel me?
Sense. That makes sense.
I read the transcripts in OG Mac's trial. Now look, Goo, Frank White, La Brim, all of them are victims of the system because of that control. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah. All of them are victims of that. And I pray for those brothers. I mean, because I taught all of them. They'll tell you, ain't one homie, let me tell you something, ain't one homie of leadership could tell you that he hadn't got something, read something, or learned something from Soul. Not one blood. If you was there amongst me in that box, or you was there amongst me on the company, I enforce that. Because you can't piece me running. No, we ain't moving like that. You can die behind these walls, homie.
Definitely.
Educate yourself. Get your mind right. Prepare. Because they're kicking you back out.
That's the truth. Who brought you to YouTube, Sobi? Like, what brought you into this space? What platform you was on first?
I was Queen's Flip. What happened was this.
Oh, that was your first appearance on YouTube?
Ever. I wasn't even going to do it. But what happened, we was at family crib, right? My family. Shout out to my boy, Bimmy. You know what I mean? We was at Ben crib in Jersey. Yes, and Mika, Bimmy's daughter, and Queen's Flip went to school. But Bimmy, because Bimmy did the episode before me, 95. And so Bimmy was telling, yo, I'm telling you, my boy, fam, yo, you gotta get him Queen's Spoon. So Flip came over the crib. Yo, and I'm just, I'm always entertaining, stories that I don't tell, just telling certain stories and everything. And he was like, yo, come on. He begged me for like a week. I'm like, come on, man, fuck what I'm getting up there, But then one night I was up thinking, and one of my BLA homies and shit, Bashir me, because Bashir, before he became a Panther, and then BLA when he went on the lam, he was a school teacher. And he was so we always used to dialogue about what's the importance, being able to articulate your issue. If you had 5 minutes of fame, what would you say? And I said, I called Flip. I said, Flip, I'm going to do it. My wife was more familiar with the format, but I think what had happened with me, my realness is my weakness. Because I don't have no problem, sharing my flaws, my faults. You feel me? And just telling the honest, true story from my perspective as the facts develop. Not putting in place in like these dudes get up here and start talking for the sake of talking.
Right.
Because this is a part of my history, so I don't have to lie. If I got cut, I got stabbed, I got shot, you know what I mean? I'm a true testament.
Definitely. To God's grace. A true testament to God's grace and mercy.
Yes. Let me show you something. And this is why, I'm who I am. When I went on Fox News, any American that was watching that, as they introduced me, right? When I opened my mouth, the poise, the humbleness. Like Snoop, baby. What big homie on the East Coast done that?
That's a fact.
We're talking about primetime America.
Nah, definitely. What happened, So B, what happened with your hustle? What happened with your Hustle and Love podcast, bro?
Well, we got a little too busy, but we're trying to find, like, my wife's doing her movie now. She's directing, producing, acting, she casting, she's doing everything by herself.
Got you.
And then I'm running back and forth with a project, you know what I'm saying? Can't speak on it now, but with a real big project in the development, and we got a little too busy. You feel me? Although people miss it, I was in Georgia, and a dude walked up to me. He was like, "Yo, peace, brother." He said, man, I miss you. I was like, wow. Yo. So eventually we'll get back to it. See, because that wasn't our only source of income.
Right.
You feel me? Some people were up there to do it every day, record, got other things to do that's of more priority.
Nah, absolutely. So it wasn't necessarily on the top of your priority list. So you had to scale it back some. So
at one time it was. At one time, but other business ventures and things developed outside of that became of more immediate, you know what I'm saying, priority.
Absolutely. So B, I watch all your interviews, right?
Yeah.
My favorite being Jai Ace's trilogy, the 3-part. Salute to We Are Flatbush, Gods of the City, The Beat 139 as well.
Shout out to my boy KO So Frosty and Jai Ace. Yeah.
Oh yeah, KO's dope, man. KO's dope. KO's
my boy, yeah. He's on Hot 97. I brought him up. Come on, bro. You coming with me?
Right. Yeah, that was fire. My least favorite, honestly, just with all candor, my least favorite was the Queen Flip interview. How you feel about the Queen Flip interview?
I would do if we were sitting in the crib sipping on something, little homies around or whatever, if you was in my presence. That's all that was for me.
Right.
So
for me, so be, I just feel like it wasn't true. You was dope up there. You was fire up there. 100%. It was just the timing, like their timing. So it was a lot of giggling, chuckling, and all this, whispering. And I'm like, yo, this is kind of strange,
Yes. That was my wife and kids, though, if you heard that.
Okay. What you said? I'm sorry, so be?
That was my wife and kids. That was to the side. If you heard the chuckling and the...
No. I'm not outside of that. I was watching them. Like, I'm looking at them, and when you're interviewing it, you got to have a certain decorum. There's like a certain way. Things go a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like distasteful. Like, okay, so if you say right now to me, so be, yo, I got stabbed 20 times, and I'll be like,
Oh, you talking about, shout out to that's who Flip is. But this what happened. Let me show you something. I guess in his line of work, Flip learned to, whatever, to get what he got out of. But he took, this was behind the scenes. I'm gonna share this with you.
Right.
He called, you always say only two people he respect. His big cousin Webb, Nitty, and someone else, I forgot. But he called Webb. That's the big shout out to Webb. But he called Webb and he asked Webb. And Webb said, man, everything that man said is fact, brother. Because Webb, he came up under the tutelage back when he first came through. You feel me?
Right.
See, so, and after that, Queens he never, ever questioned. And because it does sound, man, I got stabbed 17 times, 312, like, you're a superhero.
What?
Yeah, people still don't, but but the people, like I said, people, people gonna always try to dispute or whatever, but the truth cannot be hidden. It always manifests itself on an open scale of justice and must tip one way onto one grain of discrepancy. You feel me?
Definitely.
One grain of discrepancy, but the truth would be revealed.
Got you.
And that was just That's why I say I humbled myself at Possess. I performed, and I know it was like David and Goliath. God was there, you feel me? Or which got me more deeper into my spirituality and my belief system.
Right. So it served this purpose, regardless of what the optics were, it served this purpose.
Yes, so I don't have to glorify. That's why I don't glorify it, because I wouldn't suggest that for anyone, that type of lifestyle of high risk. I was suicidal in those times.
Right.
Looking at it now that I lived through it. Let me share something with you. I was driving. I was coming down Clarendon Road. So I see this big truck trying to get in front of me. So I'm still driving. Man, it's only this is the one way. So when I got to Rogers, it went through the gas station to cut me off. It went in front of me, so I stopped. So the person in the car pointed like his hands like a gun at me, right?
Oh shit.
But come to find out, it's my little homie, but he got this big ass beard. I don't know. But me, my first response was to, you feel me? I was
right.
like I was just silent. I pulled back. Go ahead, brother. And then he rolled out the window, yo, so big, yo, you don't know, man. Oh, yeah. But that was my reaction. Now, once about a time, I would have followed that cut. You feel me?
Yeah, right. Right, nah, definitely.
You feel me? Because I would have felt threatened. But because I was able to man down and humble myself and not engage, you feel me? So that's to me now. That's why I walk wherever I go. No gun, no nothing. Because I know if I got it, then it's, so there's no need for me to think like that anymore.
Absolutely. So B, I've interviewed C. Franklin, right? And I know you and C. Franklin are like brothers. I also understand that your relationship took a hit. Have y'all made amends? Y'all okay? Y'all good? Y'all straight?
No, we never had an issue. Because honestly, that's little bro, 10 Toes is little bro.
Right.
Raised both of them. And I told both of them behind the scenes, leave that alone. That's family. Because look, Any fight happen? Did anything happen?
Nah.
So okay, so how could you be mad at me or have an issue with me? I chose the side of what? Play. I'm in these streets. You see me. Then you put, I'm in these streets. Any, you feel me?
That's a fact.
This is just grown man facts. I didn't entertain this. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not trying to get a shout to go viral.
Nah, definitely. I interviewed C. Franklin, I interviewed 10 Toes. And I know like there's a little like a triangle. Like when I spoke to C. Franklin, he pretty much said to me, he was like, he took exception and he's offended because 10 came out of nowhere and he's fucking up the dynamic between you and him, between you and C. Franklin.
Can't nobody mess the dynamics. If you cool with me and y'all got issues, that's between y'all. Leave only time. This is what I live and will die by. In the times of war and controversy, true war and controversy, I stand alone.
Yeah, I hear you. That's a fact.
And if I have to pick a side, I will.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's play, I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved. So, you know, and I didn't see him yet, but I'm going to see him personally, and we're going to address, you know, why he tried to create what he created. Because everybody, like, nobody be shooting this Soul B. Why nobody coming this Soul B? And I felt he tried to create that. Like, let's a man call it. And I'm like, so all right. I didn't respond because it was nothing to respond to. You see me as a man, big bro. I always been your big bro. What has changed? Oh no, because he chose to side with 10. But what happened? How serious was it?
And you know what? I didn't even know, So B, that you and 10 had history. Because when C. Franklin told me that, not that I believed him, but it's like information. He passed the information.
No,
I'm like,
yes.
oh, okay.
When
not knowing that you had a history with 10.
The 10 told a story, the worst cutting he ever seen when he came in to Sing Sing. He the one who got me away to not get caught. He was 19 then.
Yo, that's crazy, man. These stories that you guys got is like amazing for real.
Yeah. That was when he came to the adults, Sing Sing. That was his example. He was with me every day till they transferred him. I ain't see him no more until 25 years later in the street.
Wow, damn, that's crazy, yo. The irony of life. That's amazing.
So that was the impact I left him with. You feel me? And he's always been a nice, humble dude. Just got big as hell, but he's like 4 or 5 times he was then.
Got you. So B, last year, right? When that news broke, when people were accusing Bimmy of snitching or whatever. Yeah. What did you advise Bimmy? What was that first conversation like? Like,
well,
be quiet or go fight? Was it like go fight or be quiet, fall back, silence is power?
Yes, I told him to remain silent because truth doesn't need a response. A lie does. But Bimmy is who Bimmy is. And he felt he had to respond. But the thing is this, what a lot of people don't realize, them cases is still unsolved. And I'm going to tell you, the kid, that first case that they had the paperwork that was doctored, has nothing to do with the allegations of them making accusations that Bimmy told.
Got you.
Three cases. And my guy, I'm gonna tell you, my guy, see, this is behind the scenes. My guy is working on the kid's case right now, an Innocence Project. He called me.
Okay.
It's my guy. My guy called me. Shout out, you know you his boy, but he said, homie, he had nothing to do with that paperwork. I have all the real documents from the DA office, but you know, on this YouTube, you make an accusation. So that's I said, it has to be some standard. If you got the facts, no arguments.
Right.
Undisputed.
Got you.
But we
Got
just
you.
can't go making allegations against individuals without the fact, even if it's a mere assumption. Let's afford everybody. So dudes be like, oh, you going up there? You know, these are just things I heard, you know, you going up there, that's your boy. Nah, number one, that's my brother. And I'm going to stand with my brother until the facts develop. I've been investigating this since I've been home, and I've been dealing because Bimmy, he's one of the only, I'm not going to say one of the only, but the first person to show me how to live as I'm living now out here. He let me stay in his home. As long, anywhere he live, I can go there and stay free. I'm going to pay. Like, his mother is my mother. My children are her grandchildren. My wife is her daughter. This is family. You feel me? And I'm going to stand, but he knows I have principles. Just like allegations that was made against my boy Jimmy. Jimmy is not in the step-down program. Jimmy goes to the USB yard. One of the, and soon as you come in, you know that paperwork got to be there on that gate. But I know for a fact, that he didn't say nothing. But like I said, too much is given. One iota going to be scrutinized as if it's. He got 9 life sentences. Why everybody else getting out of jail and he's still sitting in there? When I know for a fact he has information that'll get 20 motherfuckers out.
Absolutely, nah, definitely. I got you.
It's called integrity. It's called integrity.
So you believe in your friend. You believe in your friend because you hold everybody's hand to the fire the same way, no matter who they are.
That's right. And that's how I'm not jumping the shit because you made an allegation. Like even the situation dudes was doing with Pip, and I told him, I said, y'all shouldn't have done that. Give that man his props. Because there's allegations against you and people are showing favoritism. But trust, there are going to be people coming home, getting on the platform. You're going to be like, up.
Nah, definitely. And you know, anything you put up on the internet, that shit start growing legs. So it could be the biggest lie known to man, but it'll catch traction if it's not like dealt with in a type of way. Like, so anything flies on this internet. Yo, people say anything about you and it becomes the truth over time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until you set records straight and shit. But like, yo, this shit crazy, man. This internet is crazy. So yo, so the
I stay away from it, brother. I did the interview because you was recommended and you're a young brother, you're an entrepreneur, you know what I mean? You're doing positive things, you know what I'm saying? And I want to see you win. I want to see you grow. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Kobe. I appreciate that sincerely, bro. Thank you so much.
And I like, you know, and I like the content. Although, like I said, I never did your show, you know, but I said I will be willing to do it. Just catch me right and we'll build. Like two
absolutely.
kings.
You did say that. You did say that. I know. You and Blue Boy got a positive relationship. Y'all got a history. Y'all got a good relationship. When you heard when you heard that he got in trouble all over again and put himself in a situation, how did you feel about that?
Disgusted. Because when Blue came home, I snatched him. Me and Bimmy. Taking a 5-star restaurant. I'm taking him to brothers who made transitions that owns exotic car dealerships. Bro, this is what we doing now. These are the people I surround myself with. I took him to my man crib all the way in Hartford to guard math. He did a wrongful conviction and they gave him 10 mil, whatever. Crib immaculate, built from the ground up on 10 acres. We all sitting watching the Super Bowl. Yo, Big Blue telling his stories and shit. They fast like smoking motherfucking Cuban cohibas, you feel me? Sipping on yak, boom. Man shit in the man cave.
Yeah, did he get sentenced, Sobe? Did he get sentenced?
Yeah, he already up. He got 12 years. We going to see him. He know I'm cursing his ass out. He know I'm going to pop up on him and curse.
Tell him the Dark Side Dirty Sector said what up, man.
Yeah, his crazy slob himself up. You feel me?
Definitely. I hope everything turns out okay for him in terms of, just go up there, do what you got to do, and just come back and just try to stay free this time, man.
And shout out to my boy Bug Out, man. He similarly did the same thing, but you know what it said, fools and babies. So hopefully God got his way, man, and he can get that 6 years.
Nah, absolutely. So B, that brings us to my last couple of questions, and then we can wrap it up, right? I wanted to ask you, right, and I think this is a significant question. Do you believe gang history and culture should be added to college curriculums?
Yes. Because it's a part of history. It's a subculture, like hip-hop.
Absolutely. I agree.
It's a subculture. And if a subculture predates and supersedes, yes, it should be a part of history. Because you see, they did the gangs in New York, immigrant Europeans.
Right.
So why can't our history be a part of curriculum or added to what they already have?
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense to me, Sobe.
Yes.
What advice would you give the youth that is considering joining the gang for whatever reason?
Don't do it.
What's the alternative? What's the better way?
The alternative is to start a social club. Call yourself whatever. Legitimize yourself.
That's true. That's true.
Keep the criminal element out of it. And you can do the same things, rep your colors. You see fraternities, right? See, if you're in the South, they rep them joints like gangs.
Right.
They just all professionals that's bonded for life.
Definitely. What's your biggest regret in life, Sobe?
Huh?
What's your biggest regret?
I have none. Because if I took one iota and changed it, the outcome wouldn't be the same.
That's facts. If you rip one page out the book, it changes the whole book, like the whole
2 words. It won't be the same, brother. And sometimes in dream form, I could take that out and then still, but in reality, no, that's how it was written to this day.
Absolutely. And what you most proud of, Sobe?
Being in these streets, getting off parole, brother.
Praise God. Salute to you.
Amen. and that's what I'm proud of. Yeah. Finally free, no restrictions, nobody telling. I see my parole officer in 95 South, you know what I'm saying, the other day. She said, "Nah, I said, I ain't on parole warrants. I ain't on parole no more, Miss Van, I forgot, Van something. But yeah, I said, I ain't on parole no more. She said, you off? Facts.
He said facts. Nah, God bless you, so B. You shouldn't be on nothing after that time. You should be
Yes.
free as a bird, bro.
Yes.
You deserve it. You hear me?
Yes.
What's
But I'm
next?
still learning. You got to
No,
remember,
absolutely. We're
I
all
am who
still a
I
work
am.
in progress, man.
Yes.
You
I
know
am
what?
who I am.
During life, so B, we never really necessarily get to that point of self-realization. We always working towards a goal. No matter what, there's always room for improvement, no matter what type of life you're living.
Yeah.
There's always space at the top to climb a little higher. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
we all deserve the opportunity to be better.
Yes. I agree.
What's next for Soul B, man? What can we expect from you, Soul B?
Man, it's gonna be a surprise, but it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. You know, you're gonna get the educational element, but you're gonna get the science with the educational element with the babies. Allah said, teach the babies. Marvin Gaye said, teach the babies. They the next generation. So if we're not teaching them, somebody else is.
Makes perfect
That's
sense
why
to
I
me.
say it's so important for us to focus. It doesn't have to be your son. Just a young brother, man. Just try it. Deter him. Become a mentor.
Absolutely
Even to a
not.
lot of these young brothers in gangs, many of them want to get out, but they scared. There's no alternative. We should create. I guarantee, if we create a shelter for individuals who want to get out the gang without the retribution, bet that should be filled up.
Oh shit, damn.
I'll give you
Yeah,
an
that's fire.
idea.
That's a fire idea. That's a fire idea because there'll be tears to it. Like you would have to get in contact
Yeah.
with the people, with the leaders, this, that. Everybody would have to have. There would have to be like a meeting of the mind. Yeah, that would be powerful. That'd be powerful though, Sobi.
Well, I want to, like I said, I have an organization. It's called Be Mad, Black Men Making a Difference. We're operating out of Infield. Me and my partner, Sharon Rogers. You know, shout out to Sharon. Yes. And we've been working closely with, local government and, state government to begin to implement things of that nature. It's a slow process because it's in the South. But if you notice, all the indictments in New York outside of OG Max came from the South.
Right.
Goons in them recent, lie in them recent because they're universal, although it was Long Island. But, comes from outside of the 5 boroughs of New York. A lot of gang activity is down there, seriously, like worse than probably LA. You know what I mean? Right now, Rocky Mountain. You know what I'm saying? Sure. They killing each other. And I deal with active gang members, you know what I'm saying? And I bring them to my events when I speak and have them speak to the people for themselves.
Right.
I got a symposium coming up in North Carolina, Asheville. Me and the brother Knowledge, Kev Mo, one of the original SWMs, my son, and a few other people. And I'm gonna go down there, and just be so be. Give them the flavor, you know what I'm saying, as I do, from my perspective and experience.
Copy. So B, I'm a social worker and a teacher by trade, bro. That's my background.
Oh, all right.
I'm a community worker, bro. Like I'm for the people. So yo, if you could ever pull me into any endeavor, if you want to put me a part of your brain trust,
we can start putting together. We just gotta find out, which I think you can do because you're in that found, you know what I'm saying, what we have to come up under title to start that gang shelter program with implementation of GD, computer literacy, academics, self-help or programs.
Nah,
in
that's
the
great. And
transition.
I do grant writing too, so we could definitely put something together.
See, but that's
we'll
what
link up.
we need. We get that, we on and popping.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So the best has yet to come. We're gonna get together in the back and figure some things out.
Yes.
So my last question, so B, when it's all said and done, what you want your legacy to be, brother? How you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as a brother, man, who trekked through life, made his mistakes, a progress in working, but fed the needy, you feel me? Didn't give to the greedy, you know what I mean? And uplift the brother when they came. Like, when you come in somebody great presence, there's always something that's left with you. And I went, yo, man, I remember Soul told me this. Or I just want to be talked about forever, brother. To those who had contact with me, you feel me? So my son could look at, like, my son now, he'd be like, oh, yo, my dad, he know his dad, he got it all. He know his dad's a gangster, he know his dad was the blood, he knows that. But you feel me? Transitionally, he see his dad, and that's what I want, That's all I want, to be talked about forever, in a positive sense.
Definitely. So B, to me, you a trailblazer, you're a historian, and you hold the keys to a lot of things, bro. And
I appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
Yo, God bless your life. God bless you and your family. You welcome on my platform anytime. You got my number. We locked in. You can hit me.
Yes.
Hit me anytime for anything, brother. I'm here.
Yes. All right.
Yo, so B, thank you. Thank you so much.
Right.
I appreciate you.
Well, shout out to, what I'm saying? What's the name of the program again, brother?
Real Interviews.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Real Interviews, man.
Thank you, bro.
I appreciate
God
the
bless
bill.
you.
That was early morning. Now my brain is operating. I gotta go to this post office. But I appreciate the early morning bill, brother. And hopefully, well, not hopefully, you know what I'm saying, but brothers who are listening, who following, got something out of this.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna chop this up at some point. I'm gonna chop this up and I'm gonna repurpose it. I'm gonna release it as a whole video, but I'm gonna still chop it up and repurpose.
Do whatever you got, but I'm just saying, the information was shared, and they, probably one time they got questions they want to ask from their perspective, but that's what we have to start doing, man. Creating these think tanks again, man.
Definitely building on building.
Yeah, we're victims, man. We gotta create these think tanks, brother, and that comes from building, sharing information, exchanging, information, man, to do better. Because they say if you knew better, you do better.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So you can't have the excuse, man. We got too much information at the top of a button, man, and it should be shared mouth to mouth.
Absolutely.
And on that, man, I'm gonna say salute.
Salute.
Donnie, Paz, I'm Hotep. Salam alaikum. And man, just let's feed the people, man.
That's a fact. Yo, So B, thank you so much. I'm gonna catch up with you later. I'm gonna hit you.
All right.
I'm gonna hit you later on this evening.
All right.
All right. God bless you and your family, OG.
All right. You also.
All right. Salute.
All right. Salute.
Yo, another hit, another banger. We got some news during the course of the interview. One of my channels got struck. It's okay. It's all right. Do not fret. Do not fear. I'm gonna fight the good fight. I'm gonna go get what's mine. Thank everybody for supporting the show. Thank you to the mods, Nikki Baby, Jai Ace, everybody that helped keep the chat clean. Thank for everybody that popped out, supported the show. I appreciate y'all thoroughly, 100%. And we're gonna keep working. You know what I mean? Who God bless, no man shall curse. Let's keep it going. Salute, and I'm gonna see y'all around. Thank you.